Hi guys, Steph here and welcome back to the channel, and today's video is a deep dive into this current June new moon. We are diving into the potentials, any understanding, any insights, any wisdom that is currently encircling our globe based on the moon's position. Now this new moon falls on the 28th or 29th of June depending where you are in the world, and I'm also using a true sidereal approach to this new moon. So you're going to find that I'm using Gemini and Cancer to interpret this new moon. And if this doesn't make sense to you, just keep listening because I'm going to explain a little bit. I'm also going to do a little bit of a dive into how planets and constellations work together to create unique energy attunements that we tap into through our new moon rituals. So just keep on watching. Now, to interpret this new moon, I'm using a true sidereal astrological system, which basically means I'm using the real-time ecliptic path of the planets as they orbit through space. Now, this can be seen on skylive.com, which is always linked in the description box down below for you to check out for yourself. Using this system, the new moon will seed first in the constellation of Gemini, before later in the week orbiting into the beautiful watery energy of Cancer. By diving into the details of these cosmic influences over a longer time frame, we can really tap into that potential that this new moon is bringing as it orbits to ensure we're really getting that full span of influence that it brings to our psyches. And like I said, before we begin, I want to give a little bit of background information on the planets from an astrological lens. Now, planets in our solar system represent a specific part of our psyche. For example, Mercury represents our rational minds and how we communicate. And the moon is all about how we react to the world based on our subconscious biases, beliefs, conditioning. This is why it's symbolic that the moon is in the darkness of the night and a little bit harder to glean. Now, when a planet is in a specific sign, it will take on the qualities of that sign. For example, when the moon is in Gemini, there can be a tendency towards a quick reaction, but these quick reactions are underpinned by higher perception and curiosity. Remembering, the moon is about how we react to the world based on our subconscious biases, and the qualities of Gemini are curiosity, communication, flexibility, and sociability. Together, these make up a unique expression which we can tap into deeper through spiritual practices such as meditation, astrology, moon rituals, all that good stuff. And this is also why each new moon cycle can feel different to different people. Depending on our own unique attunement to the planets when we were born, which we can find in a natal chart reading, we can feel either in harmony or discord with that specific moon. And that's why everyone you talk to has a different reaction to the moon, or some people you talk to have a very similar one. And perhaps their natal chart is more biased towards elements that are in your chart, so you might be both more earthy or more watery. You know, I believe that from our first breath on earth, we inhale the vibratory manifestations of the cosmos as it was in that exact moment. And this influences our individual expression on this plane of creation. So, in saying all this, let's dive deeper into the moon in Gemini specifically. With Gemini being a mutable air sign, our reactions to experiences this part of the moon cycle will be colored with forethought and objective evaluation. So basically, this means that we can think things through with less emotional attachment and influence. It's a good time for making any decisions that you've been holding off on, because discernment will be your ally. Discernment isn't judging something as right or wrong or good or bad, but rather it's the power of selection based on our intentions. We use discernment to make choices that are uplifting rather than draining. and we use discernment to make choices for the future, where we sometimes have to forgo instant gratification in return for long-term success or long-term benefits or results. Utilizing this cosmic influence can mean the decisions we make will be, like I said, uplifting and expansive rather than constrictive and draining. And no, this doesn't mean that every wise decision we make will always feel good as we move towards action. Because many of life's worthwhile projects will at times feel the opposite of contentment, but it'll be worth pursuing nonetheless. Because properly exploring our professional or personal talents or spiritual gifts, managing a household, raising a child, keeping a relationship going, creating a new business venture, traveling the world, engaging in politics, none of these goals are likely to leave us cheerful on a very regular basis. They will, in fact, involve a lot of challenge that can exhaust us, provoke us, and even wound us to a certain extent. But perhaps they are still tasks or decisions worth undertaking. So take some time out this moon cycle to use your discernment, use this rational forethought and flexibility to finalize choices and really make the right decisions for yourself and for those around you. Also, when the moon falls in this constellation, the strength of the intellectual side of your nature increases, and you become more flexible and more adaptive in your learning and thought processes. In contrast to the previous full moon that we've just experienced, where we were kind of stuck on one thing, we are going to have now a greater capacity for attending to a diversity of details. And you can occupy yourself with more than one subject at a time, whether this is in study or more practical application in your life. And this is because of that flexibility and that gracefulness of the air element that underpins Gemini. Now, this position is also going to incline you towards books, courses, writing, study. This is because when the moon is in that air sign, we can better react to information in our environments with forethought and objective evaluation, like I've been mentioning. We are also better able to express what we've learned verbally. So booking those face-to-face meetings at work, and even after you've done some learning, take some time to speak to someone about what you've learned, or to teach someone about what you've learned, or even just record it on your iPhone for you to listen to back later. You'll be surprised at the amount of information that you are able to retain. Later on in the week, the moon will orbit into a watery Cancer, meaning that our reactions to the environment around us and external stimuli or even internal stimuli can tend towards that more sensitive side. And if you are unaware of this, you can even err towards oversensitivity. If you feel inclined to a natural withdrawal from social scenes during this time and are preferring the comfort and the familiarity of those in your inner circle, honor this. We are also continuing that theme of spiritual growth and developments and spiritual practices, as the moon in Cancer brings a greater attunement to your intuition and ability to perceive beyond what the five senses can. If you are interested in diving deeper into this, my Master the Oracle online course is literally the manifestation of tuning into what's beyond the five senses. So that will be in the description box down below. I think I'm going to leave that there because all I'm going to do is just give you more information that's not necessary. Make sure sometime in the coming week you jump over to that meditation that complements this video, and we use that beautiful airy energy of Gemini and that watery energy of Cancer and blend them together in a very unique way to tap into this cosmic potential and to really align yourself with these energies and attune your body to these energies. It is a beautiful accompaniment to any new moon ritual, and something that you don't just have to use on the day of the new moon, but you can use over the next 2 weeks. So in saying all that, you know what to do next. If you've enjoyed this video, like it, share it, leave a comment or a question down below. And yeah, I'll see you over in the meditation, guys. Until next time, bye.